Young love is an important part of adolescent development, but it can involve some big feelings which can often and easily get out of control. For some tips on how to help our teens through this tumultuous time, let's bring in parenting expert Claire Orange. Good afternoon, Claire.
Hi, Tracy.
Why are these so-called practice relationships important to a teen's development?
Well, they're forming the template for the next stage in the child's life. So, they've gone through their friendships and their family relationships, and they're getting ready for their intimate relationships. And there's lots of boundaries that children need to learn to put around those for their own physical and sexual safety and their emotional safety. So they're practicing, and it's really important that our teens have the opportunity to engage in these lovely, warm relationships that they're safe in, but they learn about for their adult life.
Young adults are dabbling with some very mature feelings. So how can parents or grandparents help guide them through teen love?
Yes, well, I might be going through that myself. Well, our teenagers are full of those, horrible, horny hormones. I don't even know if I should say that at this point. But
it's a fact. It's a fact.
They're full of them. So really, parents and grandparents kind of become that external brain and help children to restrain themselves and act responsibility. And we as parents and as grandparents are providing fantastic role models for our children, and not just for the good times, but for the bad times as well. When relationships get toxic, or what to do when conflict happens, and how to stand up for yourself within a relationship and be yourself. So, as parents and grandparents, our modelling is really important as well.
That's during a relationship, but what about when a relationship ends? Teens' reactions can be somewhat passionate. How can adults help through this process?
Yeah, and it's a very difficult time, and not to be underrated in the life of a teen. I think we've all been through the loss of that first love, and it's crushing and very painful emotionally for our children. So, making sure that we're there for them and having those discussions, not getting caught up in the drama, is one of the big things. So, teen girls and boys can become very dramatic, and they can become almost hateful or vengeful around it. You as the parent or grandparent need to kind of be the voice of reason, be really steady with that child, and always be there to listen. And just because they're not saying anything about it, is thinking it's gone away, is check in with them, make sure that they are actually doing all right.
Yeah, have that chat. At what point, finally Claire, at what point should a parent seek outside help, perhaps in the form of a counsellor?
Right, so, I guess if it's been a longer term relationship, a very important relationship for that child, and you feel like it's beyond anything you're able to help your child to get over, but then you're also looking for changes in your child's mental health around that. So if you're going through a period of social isolation, you're noticing your young person is isolating themselves from you or friendships over this relationship, the heart is staying broken for a long time, they're not bouncing out of it in a reasonable period of time. Food, sleep, any of those changes in their daily habits, if they go on for sort of, that 2 to 3 week period after that, you really be looking at getting some external help.
Yeah, sure. All right, thank you so much for your advice, Claire, and good luck in your household.
Oh, thanks, Tracy.
Big time for you. All right, Claire Orange there.